Hello there! Our speaking topic for today is home decor. So let's review some useful vocabulary to describe furniture first, and then run through a complete IELTS speaking test together with our friends Paris and Ella. Here we go! Antique. An object, especially a piece of furniture, that's very old. Elegant. Refined and stylish in design or appearance. Rustic. Simple, plain, and often old-fashioned in style. Plush. Soft and luxurious to the touch. Vintage. Relating to something from the past, often 20 to 100 years old. Sleek. Smooth, glossy, and attractive in appearance. Handcrafted. Made by hand, often using traditional techniques. Lavish. Extravagantly luxurious and chic. Minimalist. A style that uses the smallest range of materials and colors possible. Bold. A striking, eye-catching pattern that uses bright colors and unusual designs. Alright, see if you can notice Paris using any of these words in her responses.
How are the walls in your room decorated?
I generally prefer a minimalist look, so I only have maybe two frames on the walls. I've got one painting from my cousin, which is this girl looking at the ocean drinking wine, which is my favorite look because it calms me down. And then I think I've got like a couple of photos in one frame from like family photos that I've put. That's it, nothing else there.
Do you have a favorite room in your home? Why?
Definitely. My bedroom is always my favorite room in wherever I've lived because it's just my space. I decorate it the way I like it. It relaxes me. My bed is there. I can sleep. So
Do you like to have plants in your room? Why or why not?
I would like to, but I never do because I end up killing them. And I like the green in my space. It makes it so much better. But in terms of practicality, it's a lot of work.
What's your favorite color to use in home decor? Why?
I like neutral colors like gray, black, kind of white with a touch of like something sharp, like a little bit of mustard, a little bit of red. That's what I usually go for.
Great. Part 2. Describe a piece of furniture that you really like. You should say what kind of furniture it is, when you first saw or bought it, how often you use it, and why you think this item is great. Pause if you need more time to think.
A piece of furniture I want to talk about is a bar cart that I recently bought. I know it's a random piece of furniture, but the reason I really like it is because I was looking for something that would keep all the bottles together, and it's got a really nice look to it. It's a small like double decker, and I've got some decoration on top of it, some shot glasses I've bought from different places, and it wasn't that expensive. I bought it for like maybe $100 or something from Amazon. And what I really like about it is that it's got mirrors on each surface, so it's reflective and beautiful, and I've got fairy lights on it with the bottles at the bottom and some and it saves me a lot of space because I got all the bottles from all the different surfaces from the countertop, and also the wine glasses, so it emptied up some space in the cabinets for me. And I don't use it that often. It's more decorative, like unless I'm taking the glasses and I've got guests over. But every time somebody comes over, they always compliment it, and they're like, oh, that's such a nice touch, and adds flavor to the area. And I guess it's very practical because it saves up space. It's got wheels so I can move it around easily, and it's just beautiful. It's like a piece of furniture that I got for myself.
When do people in your country buy new furniture?
I'm going to talk about Iran rather than Canada, because I think what happens a lot in Iran is that people go through different phases. One, of course, when you've got a new house, that's when you buy new furniture. But also, it's like a tradition. Every couple of years or so, people go through like changing their whole the look of the house. So they either give away or sell their old furniture and they completely redecorate. My family does it all the time, you know. So I think that's like it's not necessarily for special occasion. It's more like you just kind of, I don't know, like when spring comes around and you want to have a new look, you know, kind of that kind of feel to it.
Do you think technology will replace traditional furniture making techniques, or will handmade furniture always be in demand? Why?
Overall, it would definitely replace it. I think, bulk production or massive production is easier and cheaper. And I think overall, most people would go for that. But we always know the value of antiques, right? So there's always going to be people who prefer that handmade look or feel because it's more expensive. It looks more traditional. So it's never going to fully replace it. It'll just be in general.
In your country, who usually decides what furniture to buy for the home?
Again, I'd like to talk about Iran because I think that's got a more traditional kind of sense to it. Usually the woman of the house in a kind of traditional sense. Like my mom would always buy the furniture when we were younger, or my sisters. They're the ones who make decisions. Nowadays, obviously, it's a more kind of balanced choice, but I would say also maybe because traditionally women have a better sense of taste, decor, and color, I guess.
Do people in your country prefer traditional or modern styles of furniture?
I think modern, I would say, because it's just more sleek, kind of minimalist look. Even like in a more traditional country like Iran, I think people are going for more that modern, sleek look.
Great job! You've made it to the end of this lesson. There are many more useful videos on the channel, so be sure to check them out here. And don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for future lessons. Happy learning, everybody!